Hey everyone, welcome back. We're doing another video here on the MetaQuest 3 updates. This time I'm excited to touch base on the Meta AI that's been added recently. Although for some this actually rolled out in the v68 update, for me I didn't see it until the v69. Of course, your mileage may vary, but it's really exciting to see this on the headset. So what color should I paint my office if the closet is orange? Unfortunately, at this point, I realized that video recording on the Quest doesn't seem to support the AI. It cut out parts of my prompt and refused to record the audio played back to me. This is disappointing because I wanted to show off some of the voices that you can pick between for the Meta AI, as well as how fluid the responses are. Overall, I am pleased with the addition, but I wish it had more integration, and I hope that's coming. But I really just wanted to take the opportunity to play with it to see what it could do. Another feature that was supposed to come in v68 that I noticed in this update is it finally dropped some of the changes they did to the UI for the user library. Finally separating off downloads. This makes it so much easier to tell what order things are going to download in versus constantly hitting prioritize and just hoping that it picks that app. Now the biggest feature of this update is multitasking inside games. To be bringing you this update for those today? PC gamers out here, this feels like the equivalent of alt-tabbing or opening up something on your second screen and being able to control your Spotify or watch a video while you are actually in-game. This is really great if you just want to have a tutorial on in the background about the game you're playing, or if you want some ambient music or noise when you're doing some sort of quest, etc. It's also great if you're wanting to pop up Messenger or WhatsApp and quickly send a message to a friend. The process for utilizing this is fairly straightforward. What you do is you go ahead and hit the meta button, as you always would, to pause in an instant, but you can then open up any individual window that you would like within that menu. And utilizing these other apps has been available on this pause screen for a while. But now if you point away with your hand or your controller away from that window, and if you click the right trigger, at least that's one of the buttons I tried that worked, usually it will resume pretty much immediately back on the game. Sometimes it takes a second because I think it's trying to confirm the context is switching over to a different game, but once you do that, it detects that your pointer is no longer on that window and you're back in the game. And one thing I really like is it actually does pause the game for you. So if the game is a single player game and supports pausing, it automatically triggers that. And if you're wanting to change the video or interact with a message, just point your controller back at it and click again, and you're paused. I just wanted to show off a little bit more gameplay because specifically with Beat Saber, the game pauses utilizing Beat Saber's pause feature, like I already said, for other games. And what that means is once you actually try to resume the game, it does utilize that counter, letting you kind of sync back up with the moves. So this is kind of nice because I was worried that utilizing the pause feature, and if you switch back over, it would be immediate, which in Beat Saber is basically a guaranteed miss on at least one, if not many, notes. Now, switching gears a little bit, there is a teased feature that might be upcoming that some people actually saw a reference to in some early v69 updates earlier on, and that's a remote client that actually ties directly into Windows for use with your headset. There are a couple other features that Luna on X has pointed out, one of which is spatial audio being enabled by default on v69, at least for some people as it rolls out, as well as battery saver auto-enabling in certain situations, especially intensive ones. There is also supposedly more and more mentions pointing towards codec avatars coming soon, which would be a pretty exciting revelation. The demo with Zuckerberg having an interview with another person remotely with codec avatars was quite impressive, and it brings it to life a little bit more realism versus the avatars we have now. So I'm hoping that is actually to come. Anyway, it's unfortunate because trying to poke around before an update gets a full release notes, we don't actually ever catch everything until the update fully releases to the main audience. I do think this addresses the most important items, which between spatial audio and being able to anchor a window while you're playing a game and access it throughout the game, those are really big wins. And combining that with some of the changes like Meta AI finally rolling out to more headsets like mine, I think this, like always, adds a little bit more multitasking and productivity to the device, while also making it really nice when you're in a game and you want to have access towards media streamers like Spotify or videos or communication platforms with your friends. I definitely think the side-loaded Discord app is not ready for prime time, but Discord and Telegram are both available via the browser, and you already have WhatsApp and Messenger on the headset natively. So I really think this gives plenty of ways to connect to your friends without actually having to pick up your phone and pause your game. Anyway, what do you guys think about these updates? Are you excited to see more? Any features that you're hoping to see in future updates? Go ahead and leave a comment below with your ideas. If you enjoyed this video and my content, feel free to like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.